Hi everyone, it is Levi Simpson from Kelowna's Gospel Mission, and today is Father's Day. Now I have scratched out a few scribbled notes here on this piece of paper about Father's Day, and I would love to talk about it with you, because today is a day where we shine this big spotlight on a fundamental relationship we have here in our life. It's a fundamental role, it's a fundamental concept, fatherhood. And it's fundamental because all of us have a father and many of us are fathers, but because it's fundamental, it is also fraught. It is fraught with trials and emotions of every kind. Now, personally, I have felt no greater joy than when I became a father. When my first daughter was born, a father was born too. I became a dad. And my life as a father has been filled with joy and trials too. My youngest was born 3 months premature. And for any of you who've had to navigate that, I don't know that I have ever suffered more than I did in those 3 months as we were waiting to see what her life would look like and how she would come along. Now, there's a wonderful ending to that story because 10 years later, I am going camping with my daughter this weekend. Now, that being said, not all stories are marked by joy, and not all stories end so well. This day is fraught with trials and emotions of every kind. Abandonment, betrayal, hurt, neglect, disregard, abuse, hurtful words. These things go both ways, from father to child and from child to father. This is the experience of so many people in our community here at KGM. Terrible blunders have been made, disappointments and failures and hurts and losses of every kind. Now some can navigate this. Some can navigate this and they come out in one piece after that, and there is no greater rejoicing to be had than when somebody comes through that dark tunnel out the other side. But for those who can't, for those whose journeys do not permit it for whatever reason, on this day, I would ask you, if you're somebody who prays, to pray God's mercy for them in the season that they're in. And for some of you watching, I know for some of you watching, this is your story as well. And as you pray for the men that we serve, would you also know that we are praying for you? There's a song that comes to mind for me. It's called Vito's Ordination Song. It's by a guy named Sufjan Stevens. If you like falsetto singers, he's your guy. I love him. In this song, God himself is singing to a man named Vito, but I understand him as singing to all of us, as singing to you and to me. And in a part of the song, God sings this. He sings, "I always knew you. In your mother's arms I have called you son. I've made amends between father and son. But if you haven't one, rest in my arms." And that image of God being at work for us, at work for you, in whatever relationship you have with your father, in whatever relationship as a father you have with your kids, that there might be a God who is working for you, a God who has made amends. But if you can't walk that road, if that journey isn't your journey to walk, that he is also there inviting you to rest in his arms. That's what I have for you today, an invitation and an ask to pray for our men and women who are navigating a very complicated and difficult day, a prayer of rejoicing for those who have been able to navigate this and come out the other side, but also an invitation to rest in the arms of God if you haven't a father whose arms you can rest in. So bless you this day, this wonderful and terrible day, this day fraught with trials and emotions of every kind. God bless you, and God bless the people that we serve. Thanks.